Part 2 of How to Be Free by Epictetus. The Encheiridion, which means in one's own hand, or handbook. This is the handbook of a Stoic philosopher. Also a man kept as a slave by the Romans. His philosophy of being free from your body and external things can help us today in the modern world. In this video, I will cover principles 6 through 10. Let us begin. Rule number 6. Don't preen yourself on any distinction that is not your own. If the preening horse should say, "I am beautiful," it would be acceptable. But when you are preening and say, "I have a beautiful horse," admit that you are preening yourself on a good quality that belongs to the horse. What then is your own? The management of impressions. So whenever you are in harmony with nature, in the way you perform this function, that's the time to preen yourself. For then you will have a good thing that is your own to preen on yourself. Rule number 7. When you are on a voyage and the boat is at anchor, if you disembark to get water, you may pick up a little shellfish and vegetable on the way. But you need to keep your mind fixed on the boat and keep turning around in case the captain calls. And if he does call, you must drop all those things to avoid being tied up and stowed on board like the sheep. That's how it is in life too. If you are given a little wife and child instead of a little vegetable and shellfish, that will not be a problem. But if the captain calls you, run to the boat and leave all those things without even turning around. And if you are old, never go far from the boat in case you are missing when he calls. Rule number 8. Don't ask for things to happen as you would like them to, but wish them to happen as they actually do, and you will be all right. Rule number 9. Sickness is an impediment to the body, but not to the will, unless the will wants to be impeded. Lameness is an impediment to the leg, but not to the will. If you tell yourself this at every occurrence, you will find the impediment is to something else, but not yourself. Rule number 10. In all circumstances, keep in mind to turn into yourself and ask what resources you have for dealing with these things. If you see a good-looking man or woman, you will find self-control, the appropriate power. If pain afflicts you, you will find endurance. If rudeness, you will find patience. By developing these habits, you will not be carried away by your first impressions.